Hey, Robot, man. I don't know what the hell just happened. Man, something funky just happened where it cut the live, bro. We in the building. We touched down the cause heaven. 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 Lil Boosie say he touched down the cause hell. We touched down the cause heaven. Say Lil Boosie one of them niggas Rod Hayes be talking about. He from that tribe. Mixed in with us. Hey, Robot. Man, I'm telling you, speaking of Labusi, right down my screen right now. Look at it. Shout out Labusi, man. We all family. That last tape just got cut for some reason. We're going to have to delete that one. Black Magic, Blue Pill, Red Pill going live on Stone Mountain. We're gonna be lit up that joint soon. Yeah, they getting down up there, man. You know, shout out to Black Magic, the Blue Pill, Red Pill, and all the family that was up there with them, man. It was going down 9/11. You know what I'm saying? So we're doing it big this year. It's our time to shine, no doubt. Right? But we hear a lot of people going live and talking stuff that we said, like about the Anunnakis. I didn't hear nobody saying that the Anunnakis had satellites until I said it. And shout out to brothers that are saying it. You know, some of them, and one of those brothers that's saying it, he's one of the elders. So his memory, some of his memory is coming back. When people listen to me, a news baby, I'm a news baby, right? I'm a little brother, the one that Inky and Enlil they want to take with them, because I was gonna tell Anu what they was doing. Moose reported back to Anu secretly. Moose reported back to Anu and was telling them what Inky and Enlil was doing. They didn't want Enlil and them, and Ninty them didn't want Anu to know they was doing the Animal Project and several other projects they had going on that we about to talk about. Says like we trendsetters. The sons of Malachi, we trendsetters. People, when we do it, they come behind us and do it later and say what we say. I say what we thought on it. We expanding your consciousness, we expanding your imagination, and this is how you increase the brain capacity to get y'all back to where we headed. Right? Let me share this screen real quick. I'm hot like wave. I'm hot like wave. I'm hot life wave. I'm hot life wave. I'm hot. Let's get into it, bro. Man, we got so many classes coming out. It's just crazy though, but you know, like we only got a certain amount of time to be doing this, and I'm trying to get ready for the show. So we taking a couple days here and there. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Rob Bot to everybody in the building, man. We hot. We in the building. We Rob Bot boys in the building. The Sabian clan, baby. The Sabines. People do. When we say it, everybody else they follow behind it. That's why they call us the Sabines, right? The Sabines. We say it, everybody else years later they come behind and say, "Oh yeah, then yeah, this is it." Yeah, that's how it is, man. That's why we call it Sabine. It's one of the reasons we call it. This is my perspective. One of the reasons we call Sabines, because when we say it, everybody else come. Oh yeah, man, this and that. What the woo? Why? I hear a lot of niggas online right now talking about the Anunnaki. Some people even started their whole page as the Anunnaki, and that's cool. You know, that's cool. But they saying a lot of stuff that we said, and I know they got it from us, because no nobody's saying the Anunnakis had satellites until we said it. Well, check that back. The first people that it was people that's already saying it, but they was encoding it in movies and other books. Zachariah Stitchin, I don't think he really talked too much on it, because his whole job was to keep you They worked for this nigga Enlil, and these reptilians. So their job was to keep you under this spell to where you thinking everything is magic and miracles and not knowing that it's ancient technology. It's technology that's over your head. That now you got some of this technology now, and you can like the airplanes and all that. But it's been here. They copied it from books and stuff that they got from Alexandria. That's why America the way it is, and it's why it got so much. That's why it's got so much of this technology over here, the Anunnaki technology. The helicopters are Anunnaki technology. The tanks that they drive are Anunnaki technology. The bombs that they design are Anunnaki technology. Right? The Anunnakis, the rocket shit, that's like caveman shit. Shooting the rocket into space, that's caveman. You know what I'm saying? That's caveman compared to us, the Anunnakis. We're advanced. We are the ancient ones. We come all the way. We've been around so long, billions of years. We have developed the technology that you got here is really just some of this technology was just designed on Earth by Enki. And they were using helicopters on Mars too. They transported helicopters to some of the planets in your solar system, like Mars, but they didn't have no need for the helicopters on the other planets outside the asteroid belt because those planets are vibrating on a higher density, which is why they appear as a gas. Is what they tell you because they only got a certain type of technology they can look. They can't look into. You got to have a certain type of lens. They developed a certain type of lens where they can see these beings when they come to Earth. But they haven't developed the technology to be able to look at the beings on Saturn yet because they're on a higher dimension. Because the planet is vibrating in a gas. You got solid, you got liquid, you got gas, right? And they consider solid as physical. Really, they all physical. Every dimension is physical because every dimension stacks on top of the next to create the next. It's mathematics. They take one and you put two together, and then you add 2 and 1, you get 3. And then you add another dimension to that, you get 4. So the first, second, and third dimensions make up to be the fourth dimension. You got the first, second, and third is height, width, and length. The plane of force, height, width, and length. And then that height, width, and length comes together to add up to be the fourth dimension, which is volume. Volume. It's other words and other terms you can use to describe it. But that's what I describe it as, volume. It's the space, or what they call in space and time. It's the inside. Once you create the square, the inside of the square gives you the volume of the square, and that what the inside is that space. Or that it's not really space because there's no such thing as space. Space is always filled with some type of gas, some type of particle, whether it be dark matter, light particles, and the light only makes up 1% of the universe. Light only makes up 1% of the universe, man. Hold on, let me post that for the people that said that. Let me post that. Shout out to brother Sun Rob, man. I can't wait to meet you, brother. It's gonna go down. It's gonna be lit. I'm gonna hit the city, and it's gonna be when I hit the city, it's gonna be like an earthquake hit. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna feel the ground shake, nigga. They're about to make the ground because I'm doing some alchemy. The 7 days before, I'm setting up some alchemy that's gonna be so lit. You know what I'm saying? I'm setting up some alchemy that's gonna be lit. It's gonna be so lit, bro. So them boys on the mountain look like it's raining out there. Like it's getting kind of. Hey, what's the degrees in Atlanta right now? Sun Ra? Ain't you in Atlanta, Sun Ra? What's the degrees out there, man? Trying to see if we got to wear a jacket or not. Cause I'm hot, but I ain't probably got to wear no jacket because I'm hot. Right? I'm hot, life wave. I'm hot, life wave. I'm hot. These niggas need to stay up hating because they not. I'm hot. Hey, I'm posting the cash app, right? We got a lot of irritated niggas out here, man. They say, oh man, nigga, stop doing that rapping. Nigga, go and get back to the listen. Nigga, shut up. Nigga, shut your punk ass up, nigga. Shut your punk ass up, nigga. We real street niggas, nigga. Hey, what event? The Life Wave event, September 24th. Nigga, it's going down. Nigga, for 13 days from now. Nigga, we setting up the alchemy. Man, I think I'm finna set it up today, nigga. I'm finna set the alchemy up today, nigga. We're gonna be on Stone Mountain. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna post in a couple, like in 4 more days, we're gonna post the flyer for you. It's already all over Facebook though. It's already all over Facebook. Yeah, we're about to get into it though. So it's a lot of people out here talking about the Anunnakis, but they coming to us and they getting that the imagination apart, and that imagination is real, right? I am the nation, not me specifically. That's what I'm saying. That's what the word broke down to me. Imagination. It's dealing with us. And yeah, people coming to us like to get the information about the Anunnakis. We giving them more and more every day. We working them up. We speeding them back. And then you know that these people right here are our fathers. These people are our ancestors at the same time. But at the same time, we got to tell the little brother, Anu put the little brother here to tell the truth. And I'm the little brother. There's other niggas out here saying they little brother, but they're not the real little brother. I'm the real little brother. Go look it up. Go check it out. What Sananda is all about. The nigga that's when a new take. It's like when you had your mama, you got a little sister, a little brother. Like I said, you got a little sister, a little brother, and your mama say take them with you. Take your little brother with you. Why? Because she knows she gonna ask your little brother when he come back. What did he do? And your little brother gonna tell everything. All she gotta do is it's like taking a video. You might well and not take if you don't take your little brother, you might well take a video camera and film yourself and then bring it back and play for your mama if you take your little brother. So you got that little sister. My little sister was like that. My little sister was like that. You took her, take your sister with you. You take your sister with you, and she gonna tell everything. When we come back, and Buffy was with us, we bring her up. In, mama say, "Hey, come here." Tell my sister come in there into her room, close the door, and then she hook her up to her TV and press play, and it plays back everything we did. And then now we got to get in trouble because my little sister recorded everything. That's the same thing with me with Tammuz, with Enlil and Inky. They didn't want me to go because I'm gonna tell the humans. I'm gonna tell the humans what we got going on. He gonna free the humans. That's why they was mad at Osiris. That's why they was mad at Osiris. That's why they was mad at Inky. Inky really was telling the humans what was going on because the humans was his people. The humans is his part of his people. That's why Tahuti came. Tahuti came and set up the schools to re-educate the people of the planet. But somewhere along the line, and Tahuti mentioned it in his tablets, he said that these brothers of darkness, the brothers of the darkness, he's talking about these Dragonian reptilians and Enlil and them, who was in control of these people, and Mother Huber, who was the mother of the reptilians. That's why they got the queen running running the show, and the reptilian clans and the ant clans, the queen running there, and the bee clans, insect clans. That's how it's always been. That's why he said we restoring the big mama seat, which is Isis, Ishtar, because that's why that Ishtar got that chair. Her, I see some of the daughters of Isis, they rocking the wrong headpiece. They rocking Hathor's headpiece, which is dealing with the bull horns, and the sun is really dealing with the Taurus phase, the sun being in the Taurus phase. That's what it's really dealing with. But they rocking the wrong headpiece. The headpiece is the chair or the square headpiece that Ishtar rock. We'll probably show that in the show. I think we got that in one of our slideshows. But that's Big Mama's chair is Ishtar. Right? Isis. That's it. Okay. Yeah, so but a lot they mad that because we down here, we done showed up, and now we teaching the humans and teaching the children that got mixed in with the humans, because a lot of y'all are Anunnaki children who got mixed in with humans, and y'all just forgot. Y'all became like the Enocytes. A lot of y'all not Enocytes. Y'all became like the Enocytes as you start hanging amongst them. But the technology that you playing with now is still light compared to what we had millions of years ago. Like the phone, even the phone that we're using right now is it's a tablet. The word for tablet is kitab. Book. The word for book is kitab, telling you that they had tablets back then. And those tablets wasn't no damn stone tablets. See, look, they messed us up by they cut us off of how great you were, or how advanced you were for millions of years. They try to cut you off from this. So they give you the stone tablets, stone on the wall. They don't tell you about you niggas had these tablets, the tablets and pads you use right now. You Newton them been had them. They been had them tablets. We had devices where we could dial out to the Stargate. We're about to get into that. We're about to talk about some of the technology. We got some stuff in this slide. But to talk about the technology, man. But it's a lot of people out here. How to get the brother Zoom on. Hey, look, man. Hold on. We're going to we just get started. We won't look. We just give you time to come in here. But we hear a lot of people online talking about the Anunnakis. And a lot of people, they saying the stuff that we saying, because they getting it from us. Because ain't nobody talking about no satellites. And a lot of stuff that we finna say in this tape, that they're going to probably be copying it too. And we want you brothers to copy it. Spread the word. And some of the brothers that's doing it are really children of the Anunnaki, or some of them are actually elders that's on the council. You know what I'm saying? Their memory coming back by listening to us. A lot of y'all memories coming back when we start talking about stuff about the Anunnakis. I can feel, man, I'm gonna tell you, I can feel Enlil's blood in me. I can feel I can feel it. I know that I'm a descendant of Enlil through my mother. I know I'm a descendant of Enlil. I can feel his energy. I can feel his nose. I got the same nose. And then when my daddy came from jail and told me that, he said, man, I know who we are. I said, who are we? He said, and it's like, I ain't even talk to this dude like that, like straight up, like about the stuff that we talk about. And so he was a Christian preacher. And he always been Christian. But then when he come out and get out, he said, I know who we are. And I said, who are we? He said, we the Anunnaki tribe. And I fell out. My heart exploded. My eyeballs popped out. I ran outside, got in my truck, and drove 100 miles home to the house. Because I was a starter. That he had say that the energy is like that ain't nobody gonna have an excuse to say that they didn't know the truth. The truth is got to be told as we in the, like some people say, we're in the 7th dimension. They say, oh, well, we've been in the 7th dimension with Dr. Deadwood Blair. Okay, cool. We is in the 7th dimension. 7th dimension is thought. So we are dealing with thought. I'm down with it. That's what Nikki Love told me when I went on her. And me and Nikki Love go way back. I've been knowing Nikki Love for probably 11 years, 12 years. Because she was the first one to debut me on her show 12 years ago. So me and Nikki, I love Nikki Love. Woo nah. That's what, like that, the woo nah, right? To hear niggas with that woo nah. Like that woo nah sound like some fire, right? It sound like you got some fire. That woo nah, man. Putting that woo nah on niggas, man. You know what I'm saying? But hit that like button if you're in the building, man. We're about to get started, bro. We're just warming you up. Right? We're just warming you up, bro. Let's go to a photo. Let's do this. Because I ain't got this slide lined it up. So let me just go right here. Okay, all right. Keep in mind, everything you think you're doing, it ain't nothing new. We was already doing it. Okay. Even the drugs you use, the Anunnakis is already doing it. They was already doing the mind control experiments. They was already doing the chemtrails. They was already dropping nuclear bombs, flying helicopters. All right, so you see right here, this right here, opium. They was already doing the mind control. The Anunnakis were doing mind control experiments on humans, using everything the people that's running the world right now is doing is they got it from the Anunnakis. They got it from the ancient Egyptians, which is the same people, just another generation, a couple generations down. Actually, millions of years. We talked the separation between the Sumerian culture when we first came here as Anunnakis and the Netaru culture. You talking about billions of years, billions. When they talk about, you talking about at least 50, 60 billion years time frame when we was coming here as Anunnakis. Really, before that, we actually came here 90 billion years ago. We came here from the Pegasus galaxy. So let me go back. Let me change this. Let me get another picture up here. Let me tell you that story. All right. So we go back before we came to the Milky Way galaxy. We got some of these stories like spaced out on our page. Before we as Anunnakis came to the Milky Way galaxy, and we wouldn't call Anunnakis then. We wouldn't call Riskians then. Risk was not created yet. And Anunnakis, the word Anunnaki was not formulated yet because that was dealing with your planet, dealing with those who are new, son to Ki, which is one of the names of your planet, right? Ki is one of the names for Earth. So that name wasn't even formulated yet. The word Anu, and you know, in its in meaning, but it's had different. It's really a symbol in the galaxy, but just as far as the meaning of it, the Most High, that term goes back generations, like all the way back to like the first Anu, who was Sal before the Big Bang took place, before one of the three suns exploded. That was in this galaxy that had 19 planets, and then once, let me go back to that. Okay, let me show a picture of it. They only show one angle of the Big Bang, the angle that they looking from, but it's actually four different. It's actually a 360 angle. Like this explosion is a 360 explosion, not just. I guess this would be just 180. I guess it would be not even 180 because it ain't got the top part. So it'd be like 90 degrees. This would be just 90 degrees of what the Big Bang looked like. So you got the 90 on this side, 90 on this side, and 90 on this way. When the explosion took place, the explosion comes out. And you watch the explosion, it's like, it's not just, unless it got some kind of medium blocking it, right? So before we was inside what they call the dot. And before it exploded, when it exploded, boom, the universe started to expand. And some of that matter and debris become galaxies. Those galaxies become a whole bunch. Those galaxies connect to billions and billions of stars, depending on how many light years the galaxy is. And then you go into star systems, then you go to planets, moons, asteroids, comets, you know, the works, right? So before the explosion took place, we built ships, and then we ventured out before the explosion took place. And as the explosion took place, we came in and started containing some of this right here stuff and locking them into orbits and locking them into positions. Some of it formed by itself naturally by the universe from the explosion, and some of it was actually altered and changed because we got the technology to alter galaxies, to create stars, to create galaxies. We got this technology, right? We got this the Anunnakis, right? Everybody hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, man. If you want to show me some love, hold on, let me put these donations in the links, man. We raising money. Hey, we still got that book sale going on too, man, for $45 donation. So you can send that to the Cash App and leave your emails in the link, and we'll send you the book because we raising money for the trip, man. Shout out to Brother Lifeway, man. I can't wait to eat some of that good vegan food they got down there. That's gonna be good, bro. The vegan food gonna be good. I saw they had like the last one, they had a whole bunch of stuff jumping on, so I can't wait, man. Yeah, baby. Hold on, let me post this in the chat. All right, man. I love y'all, bro. We're gonna do a big, bro. It's gonna be the biggest event in the city, bro. I'm high life wave. All right, so yeah, we left that when the explosion take place, we left, and then we started adventuring out. All right, so the family left. Some people, a lot of people didn't make it because you know, it was kind of like a Noah's situation where they didn't believe that it was gonna explode. But some of us left. The family that left, we went to a galaxy called Pt.3, which was a huge galaxy that's your galaxy is 100, maybe about 100,000 to 150,000 light years in diameter, and it's expanding every day, right? And new stars are being created every day, naturally, from other huge stars exploding, several other things taking place. But Pt.3 galaxy was about 6 to 7 times bigger than your galaxy, this galaxy that we in now, right? Keep in mind, there's trillions, trillions, and trillions. I'm talking about it might even be gazillions of galaxies in one universe. And one galaxy could be, you know, like I said, 100,000 light years. One light year, if you round it off, about 6 trillion miles. So you do the math. 6 trillion times 150,000 will give you the diameter of your galaxy. That's a lot of miles. It'll take you a long time. You got to travel at the speed of light just to go 6 trillion miles in 1 year. So imagine if you was driving in your car going 70 miles an hour, how long would it take you to go 1 light year? You know what I'm saying? How long would it take you to go 1 light year in a 70 in your car? Matter of fact, we'll let you put that shit to the pedal, put that shit to the floor. Hey, go all, push it to the floor. We'll let you max it out and give you the fastest car you got on Earth. What's the fastest car you got? Where they go 200 miles an hour, 300-400 miles? What is a Lambo? We'll put you in your Bugatti. Your Bugatti go 250. All right, get in your Bugatti. We're gonna put you in space. We're gonna let you go 250 miles an hour. We're gonna see how long it take you to make 1 light year. Nigga, you will die before you make 1 light year in that Bugatti. Nigga. This shit ain't fast. That shit is slow. I can show you a video where UFO, and they call them UFOs, but we know what they is. They call them flying saucers, but we know what they is. They babatabas. They electromagnetic frequency gravity crafts. Work off anti-gravity and electricity. And they shot a rocket, nuclear weapon that they was going to explode out of space. I think we showed it on our tapes, one of our tapes. They shot a nuclear weapon that they was going to explode out of space. And the UFO, the Greys, because the Greys is flying these ships, the ones that come off of the one that was put up in 1929, the mother plane Elijah Muhammad talked about. There was a plane that was put up by the Anunnakis to protect a certain day people, their children, to keep somebody from coming in that just be able to destroy them. Because even though we be telling you about Enlil and his games, it's other Anunnakis that's good guys, like Inky. They painted Inky as the bad guy, but Inky really was a good guy. He really was the one that was trying to preserve and advance the planet, like Osiris. They got mad at Osiris. That's why they came out to Osiris to kill him, because he taught the people. Tahuti, they was mad at Tahuti because he was setting up all the schools. And Tahuti is Inky's son is Tahuti. And then Enlil got his own Tahuti. So you got to keep that in mind too, because they began naming their people the same as us. Ashtar Command is in bed with Enlil. Enlil is in bed with Alelu, Mother Huber. All of them in bed together. Mother Huber, Ra in bed with them. Because Ra wanted to have the planet to take hosts. They need hosts to survive. Ra disagreeable. That's why he got the Willow's Peak. Right? We already pointed it out on the previous tapes. Right? Even though Ra would be like my grandfather. Because you got Ra, then you got Shu, then you got Geb, and then you got Osiris, and then you got Aru. Right? So that's the bloodline. They're coming down from the Orion group, the Watusis, or the Watusis who mixed with the Far people, the real ancient Egyptians. My grandma come from them, the Williams. Right. All right. So where we going? Okay. So we advance and we're getting down to it, bro. We're getting down to it. So try to drive in your damn Bugatti for a light year and see how long it takes you, bro. It'll be forever. It'll be forever. So you're going to imagine how big this thing is. Matter of fact, we could go. Matter of fact, we'll cut to a tape. I mean, we're gonna go right here and show you. Let's show you. We're gonna load this program while we up in there, so we can make this interesting. Because we're gonna have several parts to this. The Anunnaki technology. We're gonna have several parts to this part because we're doing tapes and parts now with the 4 hour-long tapes. That way you can check each one of them out while you go. So we got the Anunnakis don't want. It's a certain group of Anunnakis in them that they don't want you to know this information because they want it to be your God. They want to rule over you. But once you know certain knowledge, now you and that's the same thing they said to the devil. The devil taught Eve them, and people probably it's some Christians out here who looking from a Christian perspective, and they saying, "Oh, yeah, you the devil because you the devil," right? Because they brainwashed with Enlil's teachings and these nomos. The nomos actually came to tell us the truth, though, right? Teach us to be up so we can be gods. They want we supposed to become like God, right? Some people say, man, you can't be good because they concept of God. They got the wrong concept of what God is all about. Through Enlil now. Enlil now, the only thing that made them think that they was gods is because they had advanced technology that was millions, maybe between hundreds of thousands to millions of years advanced than you. All right, and this is the reptilian star system right here. This is actually the star that the reptilians live under. It's the Dragonians. This is their main star system. Rise to Ban. It's their main star system. It's in the Dragonian star system, but this ain't what we're looking for. We want to go back to Earth. We want to start you at Earth so you can know where you at. So let's go back to Earth. Let's go back to Earth. You're now aboard Sananda's phone sham, brother. We're going to take you on a ride. Take you on a ride. Now let's go back to Earth. Oh, they want to keep you in that phase. That's what that religious shit is all about. They want to keep you in that What banana? Get one. Close my door back. Get one, Hakeem. Haru. Oh yeah, they want to keep you in there. Now let's get up out of the Milky Way galaxy so we can show you what the hell. Let's go back to the Milky Way galaxy because we want to show you how big this thing is and how we Anunnakis knew this, but we really didn't want the reptilians knowing this. See, the real truth is we compartmentalizing a lot of information. Not us, but the Anunnakis were compartmentalizing a lot of information. Your government's still doing it right now. As it is above, so is it below. Because they didn't want the reptilians, the bad guys, who they consider the bad guys, to know about the universe, to know that it was bigger, that there's more people out here that they can eat. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much. All right, so we showing the split part of it. Let's go. Let's rotate it around real quick so we can see it. Let's zoom out. Okay. Okay, there we go. Right here. All right, this is your galaxy right here, which is it says right here the diameter of it is 126,000 light years. So it's 126,000 times 6 trillion miles. That's how big. And all these other little stars you see in the background, these ain't stars. These galaxies. Some of them bigger than your galaxy. Some of them bigger than your galaxy. Right. So this is how big this thing is, and they want to keep you down to a dumb box of rocks and think that you the only little small itsy bitty dot in the universe, and you the only people that exist. That's just the slowest shit right now in this time. That's the slowest shit that you can think of. Your planet, matter of fact, let's put a dot on your planet. We in the boondocks of our galaxy. We the new kids on the block. We the new kids on the block. Hold up, let's look at that. Y'all the new kids on the goddamn block. Let's look at what. Look at. See, it's on the outskirts. Hold on, let me flip it around so you can see it. Okay, hold on. I need to go this way. Hold up. Let me get in my rocket real quick. Okay. Oh, that's the wrong one. Hold up. Yeah, so but man, it won't let me do it. Hold up. I gotta figure out how to back up because I don't be using it. Okay. I'm trying to get this done to all right, here we go. Let's speed it up a little bit. All right, so yeah, we can get the Milky Way and so now now this is how it look right here. All right, see, let me put that Earth back on now for you. All right, so you see Earth is right here. This is the center star, right? And the Nomos come to talk to Africans about these stars, about the center star, and how all the others, the whole galaxy is spinning. It's spinning, right? And it's stars that locked into this gravity. This is the main gravitational pull of the whole. And some of them got black stars in the middle, but this is the main pull of the whole galaxy that's making it spin on a 360,000 or 360 billion years light years it takes for this galaxy to spin one time on its axis. So the galaxy got an axis, right? Your galaxy got an axis that it's spinning on, and then the universe got an axis that it's spinning on. So the whole universe is spinning on a much larger time scale, probably that you can't calculate. You can calculate it if you want to, but half of the niggas don't want to go there high, right? Hey, but it's spinning on the universe is spinning on the axis, and then your galaxy is spinning on the axis. So all these galaxies in the background is spinning on the axis. But you see that Earth is right here in the background. Let me get that chat pulled up. Hey, Rob Body, if you're coming into the building, hit that like, hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel, right? Hit that link, hit that bell. Come back and check with us every day. We're putting something out for you. And if you want to show your brother some love on the donations, hit that cash out, man. Send us $1, $2, $3, $4, whatever you got. If you really want to put your brother in the game so he could be really in the game, man, send us $100. No doubt. We appreciate everything. Peace and love, peace and blessings. All right. Yeah, so you see your planet is right here on the boondock. So it's millions and billions of other planets in your galaxy. You think you the alone? Look how big this is. And your planet is not even a dot. Just in your galaxy, not even count the billions and trillions of other galaxies, not even count the billions and trillions of other universes. This thing is so huge, your brain explode. Damn, shit. The real brain to explode. Man, my herbs will be here today. I can't wait. So I got my Mulan, I got my elderberry, I got my iron. I can't wait till all that come, man, so I can charge up. Get rid of this goddamn gunk. You know what I'm saying? All right, so you see how big your galaxy. Matter of fact, let's fly into your galaxy so we can see what it look like on the inside. Let's fly into your galaxy, man. Hold on, that's too fast. My ship going too fast. 1 million light years per second is too fast. Damn, we just shot out to another universe. Hold on, let's go back, man. I want to go inside the Milky Way. And if anybody asking, the name of this program is called Space Engine, right? And they got a free version of it, but you want to get the version we got, you got to pay $59 for it. All right, so this is the Milky Way. Let's go into the Milky Way, man. Let's beat this. How fast we going? We're going 3.3 thousand light years. Let's go that fast. Let's go that fast. 100 light. Okay, all right, let's get up in now. We don't want to. Oh no, we're going too fast. Slow down one more. All right, let's go. All right, so we in the Milky Way. This is your center star right here. That's what you see when you look up. If you look up in the telescope, you see this light opening right here in the middle. That's the big light, the big source of your galaxy, right? That's the big sun. That's and that sun, your galaxy is created from a huger sun exploding. Okay, so your galaxy is about 150, maybe billions years old, maybe a little older than that, 150 billions of years old. And what's happening is this galaxy was a sun before it exploded like this. This is what you're witnessing is another explosion, because more than one explosion took place. Several millions of billions of explosions took place within that one big explosion of the Big Bang expanding out. So your galaxy started out as a huge sun that exploded to a supernova, and it's still exploding right now. And as it's exploding, what we come in and do is put a spin on it and make it spin. And right, and so when that explosion come out, all these little particles really come stars, and those stars become. That's why new suns are being created every day from the center sun. As it spins, it hurls off protons, helium, and different gases, and they create new suns as it spins. This is what the suns are being generated from this center sun, right, from the sixth dimension. This right here is up in the sixth dimension. The sixth dimension is where stars are formed. All these stars are six-dimensional things, because you got to study light. You got to study the frequency of light. Light, in your dimension, you got the highest light. It's ultraviolet, which is 888 terahertz. All right, so 888 terahertz is it's like a high frequency in the sixth dimension. And then once you begin to turn that frequency down, slow it down, you go into blue, which is about around 750, 800 terahertz. And that's where you see the blue stars. That's the new stars. The hot, bright blue stars are new stars because they had a higher frequency before they start to begin to cool off and get older. As that star cools off, it goes into different color phases, but that last phase is a red. Orange is in the red phase. Your sun is in the yellowish orange phase. So your sun still got two more phases to go through. It's coming out of the yellow phase, going into an orange, and then it's gonna go to a red. That's the last phase, just like Betelgeuse. Matter of fact, let's see if we can find Betelgeuse real quick to show you what we're talking about the different stars. We as Anunnakis knew this. We restoring. What you doing now by coming to the Young Elder page is you plugging into the respiration machine. We got this thing called a respiration of knowledge machine, where it restore all your knowledge. That's what's happening right now. People are being rejuvenated and the information is being restored. And there's several other beings out here. There's several other beings out here that's doing it. And most of them that's really talking the heavy duty shit is the elders, like Bill Carson. If you listen, shout out Bill Carson. He one of the elders. I know his face. I know he's people were saying that Ben Carson was was Inky. Now he's not Inky. He's Inky's son. He's Inky's son. And he one of the 24 elders. Billy Carson, William. Right? And I heard him talking about the satellites. And I know he already studied the tablets real heavy, right? But I didn't hear nobody mention it. I was the first one that mentioned it. They said that the Anunnakis had satellites, and they was using those. Not to get off topic, but they was. Well, it's still on the same topic, but those they was using. The reason why they was using satellites is because it's to monitor people. That's true, like he said, that is true, because we had several different projects that was going on that you might consider to say, man, these guys are bad guys for what they were doing. But you got to keep in mind, our emotions is not, we develop our emotions way more advanced than yours. So our emotions on how and you got the same thing. You don't get mad when you're doing a chicken. You got a chicken in the damn coop. You got a chicken in the coop. You got these animals in a coop, and then you raise them or you monitor them. You put tags on them. You do all this shit to them, and then you eat them. and then you eat them. And then you don't get mad at us, the Anunnakis, for putting your ass in a pen, studying you, monitoring you, making sure you eat right, eat some corn so we can clean you out, and some watermelon so we can eat your ass later. Some of us, not all of us, not all Anunnakis we eating. Because you got, like, in every single thing in the universe, every single species, tribe, or whatever it is, it's always three. It's always three things: up, down, and around, solid, liquid, and gas, past, present, and future. Father, Son, Holy Ghost, like these Christians say. It's always three. It's always cherubim, seraphim, and then one that sits in the middle, a neutral type being. It's always a neutral zone in the universe, because you can, how do you know? Go back to the atom, open the atom up, peel the atom back, and then look at the protons, the electrons, and the nucleus. And cells are the basic format of life in the universe. Cells, atoms. You know what I'm saying? And this ain't me talking, this is ancestors talking through me. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know none of this shit. I just be talking. I'm the radio. Like, they used to call me the radio, right? Back in when I was in Dallas amongst the Mexicans. They used to call me, hey, this nigga the radio. You can turn him on. Hey man, what about this? Just ask him a question, turn it on the radio, and he gonna play it. He gonna play for hours on that one topic, just like Baba. Hey, but yeah, so the universe is based off of cells and atoms. If you break an atom down, a cell, you'll see that it's three parts. Initially, three parts. Then you can break those three parts down into smaller parts. So it's always three. So it's good Anunnakis, it's bad Anunnakis, then it's Anunnakis that's neutral, like the Nomos, who were part of the Anunnakis, because they followed us here after we passed by their galaxy, which is some people call them, it's really a star system once you get on a much larger scale, but some eras refer to those star system as galaxies, because it's really more than the stars you see in that galaxy. Just like in the Orion's belt, it's really 9 stars. It's not just 3 stars. It's really 9 stars in Orion's belt. It's one of those stars have 5 stars rotating around. It's a 5-star system. Another one of those stars has 2 more stars rotating around. It's a tri-solar system. And the one that sits in the middle is a single huge star that's like 25 times bigger than your star. Right? So it's good Anunnakis, it's bad Anunnakis, and it's Anunnakis that's like half and half. Like, I'm one of them Anunnakis that's half and half. I'm good as long as you good. But if you start tripping, that's when I'm gonna start tripping. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, that's how I get down, nigga. Yeah. So I'm one of them neutral Anunnakis. Right? I'm from the neutral zone. I'm a neutral zone. Yeah, but then on the same note, you got Anunnakis who are omnivores. They mean they eat meat and vegetables and bread. And those are the Enlil and them are that type. Enlil and them are that type. They're ones that was eat meat and eating vegetables. That's why they tell you in the Bible that Cain and Abel had to bring an offering to them. And one of them, Cain, brought some fresh lamb chops fresh off the grill with that homemade barbecue sauce on that joint. Right? To the Anunnakis bumped that rib. They bumped that lamb chop rib that Abel had on the grill. He been smoking it and putting it in fall and shit for like 6 hours, 7 hours, where it fall off the bone. The Anunnakis dipped it in that sauce. Hey, baby. The Anunnakis dipped it in that sauce and bumped that lamb chop, man. When they bit down off into it, it was buttery. It oozed off into their mouth. They were like, man, Cain. I mean, that nigga Abel, man. That nigga Abel know how to throw down on that grill, man. That nigga Abel a beast on that grill. Abel, man, that nigga Abel, like, that nigga must be from Memphis. Check that out. He must be from Memphis. The niggas in Memphis nigga in Memphis had a whole slab of ribs on the grill. Man, not a whole slab of rib, a whole slab of bologna. Them niggas had greens, collard greens on the grill in Memphis, man. I'm telling you, but them boys in Memphis don't be playing. But the man Anunnaki bit down into that Abel shit, and they said it was some good shit. But then Cain brought he didn't like the niggas. So he brought some bad fruits and bad vegetables to him. And they were like, man, this shit right. They like, you gotta take this back, man. We ain't accepting it. Go get some good shit, man, and bring it back. He didn't want to do that. So they said, yeah, Cain is a bad guy. And Cain was a bad guy because he killed his brother, right? That's messed up. But yeah, so it's Anunnakis that don't eat meat, that's vegetarians, and then it's Anunnakis that eat just meat. And those are the ones you got to look out for. The ones that eat just meat. The reptilians, right? The reptilians. So it's three different types. There's three different types of Anunnaki. So all the Anunnakis wouldn't eat meat. Most of the alien, they was mostly eating nomos, the fish beings. They was mostly eating nomos. They weren't really eating humans. They was using humans for work, for slaves. Enlil and them was using humans for slaves. Hold on, we're gonna put that down to the bottom because we got to go back to our thumbnail. Yeah, so Enlil and them wanted humans for slaves, right? Let's blow a picture up of Enlil. We got that nigga. We got him. We the first ones that capture this and like that and just put it out like that. You know what I'm saying? We got it off that video, that Brother Love songs. Yeah, but Enlil and them wanted slaves to work the mines. Keep in mind, this is what this is all about. And you ain't the only planet. You ain't the only planet that we doing like this. There's several other planets. We created other beings in other galaxies. I mean, other star systems to mine other elements. You only know about maybe up to 125, and they only synthesize up to 99. I mean, they only made up to 99. They only find up to 99 elements. But there's over 9,900 more elements that you don't know about. But the Anunnakis know about these elements, like Naquata. They show you. Let's pull a picture of a Naquata. And Naquata don't grow on Earth, but this was the Stargate made out of. And there was one that, so we had mines on other planets to build these Stargates to get this element for these Stargates. We are the gate builders. That's one of the names they call us, the Anunnakis, the gate builders. Right? And it's the symbol for your planet, galactically. This is a symbol for your planet right here. Right? It's representing the pyramid and the sun. So when somebody asks you in a galaxy what planet you from, you don't say I'm from Earth, because Earth just mean dirt. It's billions of other Earths. It's billions of other Earths. They got water too. Some look just like Earth. Some are fresh planets with no life on them, besides the life that was here first on your planet. And got trees. Well, take it got life on it. Got trees, and it's just developing for them for the Anunnakis to take more humans to them planets. The Anunnakis been adopting humans from this planet for a long time, taking them other planets. You new niggas, and people say that I don't stop saying nigga. Well, I'm gonna say nigga, just like Tupac, nigga. I'm a different nigga. You know what I'm saying? Nigga goes back to, really, you want to trace it back, it goes back to Naga, which are the reptilians who went to it's like going back to the Hindus. Really, the Hindus are really the real Nagas. The real Nagas. And we are Hinduinas, nigga. So we Nagas. We Nagas too. I keep telling y'all, we all there in a bag of chips. They came up with all these different names to separate us. We all them names. We all that in a bag of chips, cuz. I'm telling you. We all it. The nomos. But like I was saying, we had you're not the only planet that's being made slaves by the Anunnakis. And then the reptilians herding you as food. And then there's other species herding you just to study you. Or it's other species here to help you develop so you can come up to their level. Like the Andromedans. Like the Ramadians. They here to protect you though, the Ramadians. Like the Arcadians, the little people that's like about 5 or 6 inches tall. It's beings in your universe that's 5 to 6 inches tall, and they way more intelligent than you. Now think about that shit. It's beings in your universe that's 5 inches tall, and they way more. They like 100,000 years ahead of you in technology. So think about that shit, man. They want you to be dumb. They want to reduce you down to 3rd grade, keep you like a primitive thinking. so they can continue to eat your ass. Because like I say, you don't get mad when you raising chickens and cows, and then you raise them to keep them dumb. You don't go out there teaching them reading the book to your cow so they can get smarter, because you intending on eating his ass later on. In fact, you fatten them up for the kill. And that's what some beings here doing. They fattening y'all up for the kill, which is why they feeding your ass hamburgers, and it's all slop. Pig, you feed pig slop to fatten them up for the kill. Right? So they got you over here, they feeding you hamburger, pizza, hot dogs, and candy, and cookies, and cupcakes, and zuzus, and wham-whams, and thank you, ma'am. And then they want you to be fruitful and multiply because they need more. So when they come to collect your ass and chop you up and put you on a rotisserie, one of the rotisserie things, and rotisserie your ass, and then take slices off of you and make some reptilian human sandwiches, don't be mad. Because you do it to a damn cow, you do it to a damn the lambs, you do it to the birds. We as Native Americans didn't eat birds. But we didn't eat birds, man. I'm telling you. We didn't eat no damn bird. We ate buffalo and we ate fish. I'm telling you, man. So and moose. Sometimes we mess with the moose. But we ain't eat no damn horse. We ain't eat horse. They eat horse over in China. They eating squirrel. They eating all kind of shit over there. What kind of people is it? You know what I'm saying? Shout out my niggas in China. You know what I'm saying? People don't like that. I'm saying you just say the word nigga. Man, nigga. Never ignorant getting goals accomplished. Nigga. I'm like Charleston White, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we better get ready to go in though. We got about 5-10 more minutes on this tape. Then we're gonna cut, take a 20-minute break, and we're gonna come back to part 2. So we just going in because it's gonna get in. We just getting started, man. So the Anunnakis, keep in mind, they was already doing other stuff that you might consider like you might say, man, that's messed up, man. If they herding us for slaves, yeah, they herd you for slaves. Right? The Anunnakis are using you. Really, they had no use for you no more. When they really had the Anunnakis really have no use for herding you for slaves no more. Now you just pretty much like a experiment for them. It's called Project Blue Rock. Because once they developed the ascension technology, they didn't need they didn't need the gold or none of that. They didn't need none of that they didn't need certain stuff once they was able to go past the 5th dimension. So we'll get to that part later. But it's other planets. I'm gonna talk about some of the projects that's going on other planets that people might not know about. Now your planet is Project Blue Rock. What we did is we brought all the different species, at least 75 to 85% of the different species in your galaxy to one planet, to this Tiamat, to Earth, to live to do a test to see how all y'all would live in one environment. The whole galaxy would live in one environment. So your planet is one of the special planets because it's got over 5 or 6 million different species, from human, reptilian, insect, nomos, different species. This don't happen on every planet. And Venus has got similar. Venus is similar, and Mars, and a couple more other moons, like the moon of Jupiter, Europa. It's got a couple nomos beings living on that planet, and grays and reptilians. And nomos are reptilians too, but it's a different. Nomos are a different species. They origin is from the same species, but they different species. Nomos are from Sirius. They are like the fish beings, and then the reptilians are Dragonian types, humanoid types, different types. They come from Dragonians. And actually, they come from all of them. Originate. All these species origin from this point, though. That's why I think it's some kind of time lapse going on. I think that Earth is the origin of a lot of these species. Besides the insects, we brought them here. The birds, we brought them here too. We brought the birds, and the plants, we brought them here. But like the reptilian species, most of the reptilian species, the origin of them is coming from Earth or Meldick before it was a shrub. The origin of these reptilian beings and Saturn, right? Because Melhuba created a certain type of serpent on Saturn, the Leviathan people, right? The serpents on the water serpents. But okay, where we at? We got about 5 more minutes, and we're gonna cut. We're gonna get off at 10:40, and then we're gonna come right back at 11 o'clock to go do part 2. Because we like to do these hour-long classes so that you can just watch this one. Then if you don't want to finish the other one yet, you can come back next day or later on that evening and watch the other part. So we just breaking all this down for you because we want to get your brain adjusted to how it's not magic, it's not miracles, it's just ancient technology that the Anunnaki is using, and they call them gods because of the technology they had. We're gonna get down to that part. But let me talk about some of the stuff before we cut to the commercial. Let me talk about some of the stuff that we were doing, some of the projects besides this project Blue Rock, right? Another project we had created a human race that only lived 21 days and then they die. And the reason why we did that is because we were studying the process as a human age. We were studying the cells and studying how everything changed based on the aging process. So we did a project on just studying aging. And this was during our development phase before we eventually developed the technology to stop aging. So that's why when I tell you Enlil is billions of years old, you understand what I'm saying. We developed the technology to live for a long time now, for billions of years, pretty much eternal life, pretty much forever, what you would term forever. We developed the technology to live forever, but we didn't just magically come up with this technology. We did a lot of research and experiments to develop this technology as Anunnakis to be able to live billions of years. So we set up a planet and we put humans on there, beings that were similar to our genetics, and then we put an experiment on them where we speed up the aging process to where living 21 days is like living 100 years, right? And so we studied that. We put a device and a satellite. We were using these satellites to monitor these people. That's why I heard people talking about the satellites, but they don't really go into detail because they got it from us. But we're gonna go into detail on why we was using the satellites. All right, so we was doing experiments to develop on how to live past a certain amount of years. And so we eventually developed the technology to live billions, pretty much like I say, eternal forever. After we went through these trials and tribulations of these experiments. And a lot of the stuff we just left and scrapped. So it's still a planet out there where people only live 21 days and then they die. And then the kids are born. The kids are born in a short amount of time. The time can't cut out to less than 9 days or less than 9 hours. A kid is born and then they die. They grow up to be 21 in 21 days and then they die. This was an experiment that we were studying to try to develop technology, like I said, to be able to live long. And we eventually developed it. Right. This right here was before we developed the ascension technology, though. Right. You got another planet that we put people on, and then we put a device to control the weather. And like I said, we've had the weather devices. They show you in ancient Kemet. Let me pull it up. We talk about that on the mystery of God. I mean, the mystery of the Bible. All right, so this right here was the weather weapon that the Anunnakis were using right here to alter the weather. That's what they caused Noah's flood with, and several other destructions that they were doing. This how they starve people out, because what they could do is they could use this weapon to destroy people's crops. Enlil was using this weapon. Enlil was using it to destroy people's crops and to starve them out and to turn people's land into deserts and to make it flood out in certain areas. To kill and control, population control, really what it was about. Population control go back to Enlil now, to Anunnakis. We were population controlling. Why? Because once you get so many people, it starts the 100 monkey effect, and you can't control them no more. So that's what the Georgia Guidestones, all that's about. It's going back to Enlil now, and the deal that they got with the reptilians, right? The Anunnakis. So it was already making different things happen on Earth. They was also using chemtrails. We talk about that. He was using chemtrails. They were creating plagues and viruses. Like I say, and that agent thing is a virus. That we created an electronic nanotech type virus. Because remember I told you, I said it a long time ago, and they took that tape down on the host tape. But I told you they're gonna come out with these nanoviruses. The Anunnakis already had that, and we created a nanovirus on these people that I told you on that planet. They can age from 1 to 21. They age in 21 days and they die. If you go on a microscope and get the blood of those people, you'll see that it's like a little type of triangle type electromagnetic, or what it's like a nano cell that's in them that's causing their cells to make, because your cells is what makes you age. The age is coming from the cells, and also your cells also get stronger. Our cells are stronger now over the generations of us mixing, and especially in America. That's why you niggas are the strongest niggas over here. We're gonna get into that on part 2. But the Anunnakis were using these weather weapons to control and destroy people crops around the world. It's still going on today, you can see, right? And they were using to starve people out, to decrease population, to cause floods, to pretty much generate a whole fictitious weather type world, the Matrix type world where you control the weather. And they've been doing this. And you think you're doing something new with the heart? You copied that from the Anunnakis. You wouldn't even know about it if it weren't for us, right? And we was using the satellites to monitor these people, like I say, on these different planets. I'm gonna tell you about other projects that we had too going on, and all these was scientific experiments. We didn't got. Now keep in mind, we don't got the same emotional connection like you got. Like, my dog. Like, okay, it's like say you got a little puppy, right? A little puppy, and then and this is I love little puppies, but I mean, so I don't think nobody should do this, but I'm just saying, I ain't emotional. I can have a little puppy that I'm attached to, and then and then the Anunnakis come in and chop his head off, and you on the ground, or some happened to him where he get his head chopped off or something. It's gonna hurt you, but the Anunnakis, they ain't gonna shed a tear. They're not emotional like that. They're not emotional. The experiment down here, or the experience down here, is to experience the emotion. We not that emotion. Anunnaki is not that emotional. That's why we can eat your ass. We can bite right down into you like a Snickers. We can bite right down into you. You got all this. Hey, some Anunnakis can bite right down into you like a Snickers, man. You better look at that tape call that I got. Scroll down. After you get off and watch this tape, go back and watch that tape I got called "Reptilians Hiding in Plain Sight," and how they had that dude on that base, and they chased him to get his adrenaline up. Then they all ripped him apart. One dude got an arm, one reptilian got a leg. Go watch that damn tape, man. That reptilian tape, so you can get a reality of what the hell is going. We're trying to wake you up, man. We're trying to make you gods again. Your knowledge is what make you God. Knowledge is gonna give you power. The knowledge, not no damn money, right? Knowledge is what wake your ass up. We better go cut to a break, man. We'll be back in